guys, One Minion here, and today I'll be doing something that involves slime, but also involves balloons. Can you guess? Well, it's a stress ball. So I'm going to be making some stress balls, which I find really fascinating, but to me they don't relieve stress. So in my last video, I reviewed this glitter putty, and I decided to use this glitter putty to make a stress ball. Why not? So I had this on hand and I wasn't using it, so why not just put it into a stress ball? So the things you'll be needing are some slime, or you can also use some glitter glue, which I'll be making two different stress balls. You will need some balloons. I'm using some Halloween red and black with some clear balloons. And lastly, you will need some nylons. These are like the leg socks, you know what I'm saying? And they have like the little holes in them so that when you squeeze, it will go everywhere. You know what I'm saying, yeah? And the last thing you will need is I actually just, instead of using a funnel, what I did was I just took this bottle off the cap and I just took it off. So that's what I'm going to be using as my little funnel today. So let's get started. Okay, that was pretty cool. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to start off with a black balloon. Or an orange balloon. I'm actually going to start off with an orange balloon because I like orange. So the first thing you're going to want to do is blow up your balloon. So I've blown it up about like that big, which we can then deflate. So that the balloon has a little bit more air in it and it's like stretched out a little bit. Okay. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take any type of slime or anything you have on hand. I'm just going to use one of these bad boys because these are pretty fascinating. And I think since it's orange, we might as well just use blue because that kind of matches, right guys? Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little bottle top and I'm going to unscrew the lid. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to place my slime, on my balloon, on top of here as if it's a little funnel type of thing. And this is working, so I'll go one pause and make it work. Alright, there we go, guys. That took hours. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take some contact lens solution to make sure that the slime will not stick or anything. So just squirt some solution in there, rub it around the balloon and stuff. Okay, so now we're going to take our putty and I'm going to place it into the funnel and like take a popsicle stick or your finger and just like press it so that it goes into the balloon. Alright guys, so I actually ended up slipping the slime into the balloon. So somehow I put the slime there, I put a little bit of solution as I said, and then what I did was I took a popsicle stick and I just pushed it down. So it seems to be that it's not really filling up too much. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in all three of the slimes to see if that helps any a little bit. So let's give it a quick knead. Now we're going to get our solution once again. Just give it a little sprayaroo. Got our purple slime there. And what I actually ended up doing, because the pieces were way too big, guys. So what I did was I took it and then I just like stretched it out and like kneaded it a little bit. And then it will fall directly right in. And then you can take your popsicle stick and make sure it goes in. Okay, so I actually got a little bit of glitter on me somehow. Don't ask, guys. Really, please do not ask because I don't honestly have any answers for you. Okay, so I just basically just do and continue those three easy, simple steps to making this stress ball successfully. And I'm still not too sure that the blue and the purple is even enough. If you guys have a funnel, that is great because you can just easily use the funnel to get it through. But this is basically a funnel, so no worries there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add in the green one because this doesn't seem to be filled enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get out this green slime here. Give it a knead once again. I haven't used it in quite a while, like weeks now. Just kidding. I've used it like a couple days ago or maybe like a day ago. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to continue those steps until our balloon is full. And then once it starts to get a little bit harder to get in, I just put some more solution and continue on. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just continue on. So we'll see you when this balloon is completely filled. Alright guys, so I actually have all 3 of those colors inside of the balloon. There you go. So now I'm going to, in a way, have to take this off. There we go. And now, this is a very important step to your stress ball. You're going to make sure there's no air or water bubbles from your slime or anything inside of the balloon, or that will cause an explosion to happen. Okay, so now I'm going to tie a balloon like you would tie the balloon. And make sure the tie goes all the way to the bottom. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some handy dandy scissors from my drawer. And I'm actually going to like snip it off. There we go. Okay, so now you may notice that there might be a little bit of a wart sort of thing. So what you can do is take a handy dandy tack and just try to pop those little warts. I popped one, let's pop the other. But be super careful not to pop your balloon, because that wouldn't be good. And you see how little juices are coming out? Okay, so now we're just going to clean up a little bit and be back. Alright guys, so the next step to our stress ball is to take a nylon, but make sure that your nylon has holes. You see those holes? So now what you're going to do is you're going to approximately measure how big your stress ball is into the nylon. So I'm going to, oops, I accidentally cut that. So I'm going to bring my stress ball all the way to the bottom of the nylon. Just make sure it goes all the way to the bottom. Okay. So then we have a perfect measurement. And sometimes it's better to use the end of the nylon so that you have more of a grip so you don't have to tie both ends. So now what you're going to do is you're going to approximately cut about 3 centimeters above. There we go. And now we're going to tie that up once again. All right, I tied it, and since there's a little bit extra, all we have to do is just snip that off. And here we go. Here's our stress ball. And when you squeeze, you can't see the color too much, but when you go in a bit of a darker area, you can see. And this is definitely the best stress ball I've ever made. I really enjoy these stress balls. If you can't see the color too much, that's perfectly fine. You could just make one using the translucent balloons, the latex balloons. And that'll be perfectly fine. But these are amazing, and I definitely love these stress balls, and they sure can relieve stress. So I'm going to make another one to show you, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so here's our other stress ball. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and peace.